Dr. Joe DeMarco, chiropractor and owner of OcraMed Health. Today I'm going to show you how to help your tension headaches. A real common type of headache. What is it? It's that headache that you get at the end of the day where it feels very muscular. It's coming, the pain is kind of coming up the neck from those tight neck muscles into the back of the skull here. Very common. A lot of us experience it. Some people, experience it just once in a while. Other people experience it on a daily basis. Now, why is that? Is it just that we're all stressed out? Yeah, that could have something to do with it. But also, there's other reasons why we experience tension headaches. I know sometimes after a heavy shoulder day or a heavy deadlift day that I've put a lot of stress on these muscles, the following day I'll experience that tension type of a headache. Other people, if you're sitting at your desk all day, again, the muscles can tighten up as you're at your computer, and you can experience tension headaches. So there's lots of reasons, and there's different types of tension headaches. If the muscles get tight back here, what'll happen is these muscles attach into the base of the skull here. There's tendon attachments. So as these muscles get tight, they start tugging on the tendons in what's called the occiput, which is the back of the skull, and you get that headache, that muscular headache in the back of the skull. A lot of times we call that, technically it's called an occipital headache. If the pain radiates all the way up towards the front from the back, we call that an occipital to frontal headache. But it's from that tension in the muscles through here that attach up in the occiput. And once those tendons start getting tugged and pulled on because the muscles are tight, you get that nagging, dull, achy headache. It is super uncomfortable. But the good news is that I'm going to show you what to do next time you get a tension headache. Okay, so there's basically two parts to helping out these tension headaches. The first part and the technique we're going to do right now is to work on the muscles of the neck. And the second part is to work on the tendon insertions up near the occiput. So starting with the muscles of the neck. A big problem with the muscles of the neck when you get a tension headache is the muscles get tight, and tight muscles have poor blood flow. So we need to get blood into the tissue. Blood flowing through the muscles will help loosen up the muscles. If this is something that's been chronic and it's been going on for time, for quite a long time, not only may you have some restricted blood flow, but you probably have some fascial adhesions that have built up. You might even have, if it's been going on for a long time, you might notice some decreased ranges of motion. So you probably have some adhesions that have built up. The techniques we're going to go over are going to accomplish both. It's going to increase blood flow into the muscle, and it's going to help break up any adhesions that might be in there. I'm going to show you how to do this whether you have no equipment at all and you're just going to use your hands, and then I'm going to show you how to do the same technique using a variety of different fascial release tools that you might have around the house. And if you do, you can use them. Okay, when you're doing this type of work, you can use a combination of all the things we're going to show you, or you can just, like I said, use one technique. But if you have some different tools, there's nothing wrong with applying some different techniques to it. If you don't have any fascial release tools, like I said, you can use your hands. But you know what? If this is a problem you want to work on a regular basis, it's the same thing as if you have a job to do and you got to bang some nails into a piece of wood, you're going to need a hammer. So buy yourself a hammer. Same thing with this. If you get some problems up in the neck and you're going to be needing to do this for a little bit, I would invest in some fascial release tools. Okay, you're going to notice it's going to help quite a bit. So first off, we're going to loosen up and get some blood flow into these muscles. And we're going to do that by just making some strokes down the muscle to get the blood flowing. Now, don't go on dry skin. If your skin feels really dry, put a little hand cream, massage cream, nothing oily, but just something to get a little bit of a smooth glide to it so you don't create a lot of friction on the skin. And you're going to just start by, like I said, if you have nothing at the house, just start with your knuckles of your hand and start up at the base of the skull here and just drag the knuckles right down the neck to the upper back the best you can. Just nice firm pressure. You're going to just drag the knuckles down. You want to get in a little deeper? You can grab a spiky ball, like this is a Tai Chi ball from OcraMed Health. And you can take the spiky ball and start up at the base of the occiput right here at the base of the skull and drag the spiky ball down the neck, the muscles of the neck back here. Okay? You're going to get a little deeper. The spikes of the ball are going to penetrate through the different fibers back here of the muscles. If there's adhesions in there, the spikes are going to help break that up. You want to really get at it This is a stainless steel instrument called the FF5. It has a dull edge all the way around this instrument, and you can take an instrument like this, start up at the base of the occiput, and drag this thing right down the muscles of the back of the neck, just like that. And this thing's gonna, as it goes along, any rough built up adhesions are going to catch the edge of this instrument and it's going to break it down, almost like peeling layers off of an onion. This thing is awesome, and you're going to get a ton of blood flow with this type of a device. So any of those knuckles, Tai Chi ball, FF5, all are good for getting the blood flowing through there and breaking up any adhesions that could be going on in there. How many times you're going to go down? I would go about 15 to 20 strokes on one side and then go 15 to 20 strokes on the opposite side. Nice and smooth and controlled. You're not going to rush it. If I was using this, I would start from here and I would just glide it down, just nice and slow, nice and smooth, just about that speed. So, we don't want to up and down really fast. I go about that speed. One last thing you can do to stimulate some blood flow in the muscles back here is you can use this type of shiatsu massager. This is what we call a neck lax. These are shiatsu massagers here. If you pull them in, you can rotate them for different sized necks. So you get all different sizes depending on how you put these massages. And what you can do with this is you can actually come behind and you can pinch the muscles in the back of your neck here. And once you kind of get them under there, you just kind of squeeze this thing together. And when you squeeze it together, you kind of pinch the muscles back here. And then once you have them, you can kind of rock it, say 10 times up and down, and then 10 times side to side. Once you've done that, go down a little lower, pinch some more of the tissue back here, and repeat the same process. Another awesome way of just stimulating blood flow through the muscles of the back of the neck. Once you've done one of those techniques or a combination of all of them, you're going to come back again. I'm going to just show you with, so we don't go through it all again. I'm just going to show you as if I was using the FF5. Now we're going to add a little motion to it. I'm going to start back up here, and again, I'm going to drag it down. But this time as I drag it down, I'm going to be in a neutral position. I'm going to bring as I drag it down, I'm going to lower my head down, and I'm going to look in the opposite direction. So I'm going to come up, go down, and I'm going to look in the opposite direction. I'm going to just give you a little different angle. I'm going to look down to the right. Okay? I'm going to do 15 of those, come to the other side, and repeat 15 going the opposite way. Like I said, come down and go to the opposite direction. I'm on my right side of my neck, so I'm going to look down to the left. Nice, smooth strokes. Don't have the FF5. Once again, go down with the knuckles, the Tai Chi ball. All good options to do. Those techniques alone, just to get the blood flowing in here and breaking up any adhesions, you may get rid of your tension headache just with those techniques alone. However, we're going to move on and we're going to do some work up in the occipital region. Okay, so now we're going to go to work right up into that occipital region. We're working on those muscles behind there. Like the largest muscle was the trapezius muscle, which attaches into the occiput. But we have other, besides the tendon and the trapezius here, we have lots of other muscular attachments. The suboccipital muscles are back there, such as the rectus, capitis, posterior, major, and minor. The obliquus, capitis, superior and inferior are back there. Those are our suboccipitals. Those muscles are small. They're right up into the occiput there, and they can get really tight and add to these tension headaches. And so this next technique is to get up at the areas right up at the occiput. Okay. What we're going to do is we're just going to take a couple massage balls. I'm just taking these Tai Chi Max balls from OcraMed Health. Grab anything you have, but we're going to kind of take two balls and put them together. I'm just going to grab some athletic tape. You can just you can use some packing tape, but just take a couple balls. I mean, you can use a couple tennis balls, a couple lacrosse balls. I mean, I would strongly recommend spiky balls, just because just like when we're working on the muscles, the spiky balls are going to get deeper into the tissue and are much more effective at breaking up fascial adhesions. So I'm just going to get in here and put two together. So nothing too fancy, but just kind of taking a couple balls, putting them together. I'm going to get that into the occipital area. I'm going to show you right now. Okay, so we're going to take that little 2-ball contraption that we made with the two balls. Like I said, whether you're using tennis balls or using these 2 Tai Chi Max balls, and I'm going to place it right back behind my occiput, way up here. Not so much on the muscles of the neck, but actually right at the occiput, on the bony part of the back of the skull, where there is, like I said, some muscles back here. There's tendon attachments. So I'm actually going to put it right up onto the occiput here. So I'm going to lie back. I'm going to bend my knees back flat on the ground. I'm going to place this right at the occiput, and I'm just going to let my weight of my head lie right on it, just like that. Now, if you're using the spiky balls, of course, it's going to be a little more uncomfortable, but that's okay. You just want to breathe through it. As I'm lying here, I'm going to breathe in through the nose and out through the mouth, and I'm just going to try to relax. I'm going to stay here for 60 seconds. Now, while I'm lying here, I can relax completely, or I can make some little nods with my head and let it kind of help that dig in a little bit. So just up and down with the head, just nice small nods, and you can shake your head side to side, nice and easy. And then up and down, but you're going to hang here for about 60 seconds. Okay, and you're going to feel, as you're laying here, you're going to feel that release. You're going to feel that tension in the back of your occiput. It's going to almost like, it feels like it melts away. That pressure, that tension just kind of like dissolves. It melts away, okay? 60 seconds, come up, wait about 15 seconds, and you're going to repeat 2 more times. So we're going to do 3 times for 60 seconds lying on the ball with 15-second rests in between. All right, so there you have it. You come home tomorrow with that tension headache, turn on this video and go through those techniques. I mean, I'm not kidding when I tell you that the tension headache literally feels like it melts away. It works awesome. You're really going to enjoy it. It only takes a couple of minutes or a few minutes to do, and I think you're really gonna enjoy it. Okay. Hey, listen. When you have some time, visit my website www.OcraMedHealth.com. Everything that we use on that video today is available at my website. No, you don't have to buy those gadgets from my website. Go somewhere else. Of course, I'd love you to buy them from my website, but you don't have to. But it helps to have them. We have the FF5 fascial release tools in stock. Our SRI massage gun is available, which works great for a variety of different problems. The Tai Chi balls in 3 different sizes are available. So when you get a chance, check out the website. If you'd like to support this page, visit us on Patreon. Appreciate the support. If you've been enjoying my videos, please take the time and subscribe to my channel on YouTube. I'd really appreciate it. Questions about exercises or injuries, just leave a comment section in the comment section below. I try to get back to everybody who writes in. And don't forget, OcraMed Health is here to keep you fit forever.